Hi everyone and welcome to a new episode. I managed to sort through most of the yellow gold hands that arrived. I was expecting mostly yellow gold hands that are compatible with C cases, but actually quite surprisingly I ended up with rose gold hands that are compatible with C cases, so it was quite a good surprise. There are many hands that can mount onto 550 series of hands, but C case hands are always triangular. For example, these hands are quite rare, but they are circular hands, not triangular. 1 second. So basically the surface is flat and not actual flat but circular, not triangular. On C cases, surfaces are sharper like these ones. I don't know if you can see them, but you can see from the reflection that there is a line cutting this solid rose gold hand in the middle. So basically these could go on a deluxe rose gold C case. I've never seen one, but I'm sure it exists. And there are white gold ones, there are yellow gold ones, but rose gold is obviously very rare. Size wise, this is probably the correct size. For the reference, it's 8mm could be tolerated on C cases, so this one is the right size. And the minute hand should be 12mm, so the minute hand is a bit short on this one. And quite surprisingly, I got a loomed rose gold handset here. I've tried it on a 751 hours wheel. So basically it can mount this hour wheel. And that is how I test whether a hand is compatible or not. Let me switch off my plastic tweezer. So basically, as you can see, it is the right size. It can stay on there. And it's triangular too. Size wise, this one is like 8mm, so correct size, but these ones are around 11mm, so they are 1mm short, a bit less than 1mm short from being an ideal size. Especially you can tell on the second scent, it should look a bit more like this. The tail should be longer, but honestly the donor watch I got has a correct second sense too. I also have a lead on second sense. I'm thinking of getting them manufactured from the original manufacturer who made all these stamped second hands. And also another tip is that I recently bought a new old stock, a couple of new old stock hands, and I discovered that they are actually like 0.08mm in the mounting position. So it turns out that you have to file these new second hands with a brooch, a pivot brooch, And with this revelation, I actually realized that all this time I was looking for 0.18 millimeter second sense, and I could always buy 0.16 millimeters, 0.14 millimeters. So basically the second sense they sell as 0.18 millimeters actually is like 0.08 millimeters. So you more than double its mounting point. And for example, 1000 series, Omega 1000 series second sense are, as far as I remember, 0.16 millimeters. So basically all this time I could just buy 1000 series second sense. They are the exact same style and probably maybe even the same hands that are just broached a bit less after the stamping process. So anyway, it's a pro tip, I guess. You don't have to buy the exact same size from that manufacturer. You can buy a smaller size as well, just for the second sense, because it's easy to open. So these are probably broachable as well, but you can easily notice if they are less than perfect. But on the second sense, it's just not noticeable. Anyway, I'm very excited that I found a compatible rose gold handset for my cursed watch. Actually, on eBay there was a black center rose gold handset recently that, as far as I remember, were the exact size for C cases, but it was very expensive. It was like it was more than $200 per pair. It's an extreme price for a pair of hands, and I assumed that they wouldn't be sold, and maybe when I watch list those hands I could get an offer from the seller, but they actually sold quite fast. Like in a month or so, both of them were sold. So the demand is extremely high for rose gold hands. These ones are compatible with C cases, and the sad thing is I showed a brown watch, for example, recently, and most watches come with extremely tarnished yellow or white gold second sense, and basically these should be like replacement parts. I don't think that a second hand should last the lifetime of a watch. They are quite hard to mount, and they can easily get bent and tarnished during this process, and during the removal process as well, if you are not careful, or if you don't have the right tools. Even if you have the right tools, they can get tarnished. And basically like 80% of the watches I buy have imperfect second hands, so you just can't get enough second hands. Luckily I got 1, 2, maybe 3 or 4 second hands that can go on C cases and improve their looks. And these are, for example, these are not bent. I've only noticed that one of the hands are magnetized. You can see that it escapes this. Others are normal. This one is magnetized. And whoever this watchmaker was, he was probably very professional. If these are the hands he discarded, he was probably very good at what he does, and I'm very grateful that he saved all these hands, and I was able to buy them later on. Anyway, I guess this should conclude this video. I'm very excited to have a better set of hands for the rose gold watch I've shown. Otherwise, I had bought a baton style hands that are correct for enamel dials, but usually black dials and loomed in this dialed And C cases have dolphin hands, not flat but triangular. If anyone needs yellow gold hands for older watches, these are available for trade, and basically I would trade them for example second hands or stuff like that. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope it was an interesting episode.